Well, that happens, by the way. I mean, a lot of stuff wasn't even named until they made a toy out of it. We make up our own names. We call it like the dustbin robot or the medical droid. I mean, he's IG-88. I had to memorize that because it, you know, after a while, having 5-year-olds laugh at you is disconcerting. It's IG-88. Oh, okay, all right. So yeah. But anyway, my point to you is that when I got to the set, it was second unit. The main unit was shooting with dialogue scenes, and all it was, I was supposed to be, and it was fake salt snow. I'm running, and they said, you know, run towards the camera, look over your shoulder, and then get a shot off with that, okay, again, whatever you call it. Machine gun. And I'm sure it's a toy now and it has a number and a label, and, you know, it's $29.95. But I said, okay. And there was one Ken who was on the boom. He was so droll, this guy. And I'm getting suited up and everything, and I'm so excited about the baby. It was so great. Oh, everything was fine. And he goes, yeah, I'm really surprised I brought you in for a gorilla smacking a pipe shot, mate. And I said, what? It's a gorilla smacking a pipe shot, isn't it? And I said, a gorilla smoking a pipe shot? And he goes, well, you got the jumpsuit on, you put the helmet on with the goggles, you're about that big in a big wide frame, it could be a gorilla smoking a pipe. So they have a name for that, you know, where you couldn't really tell. I'm the size of your thumb in a frame this big with the helmet on, and wouldn't you know, I do what they told me. I run towards the camera, I turn around, shoot off the Pachoo gun, then jump as far as I can towards camera like they did. And when I landed, I sprained my thumb. And seriously, in the weeks to come, we did the sword fight over the, you know, the different sets over a long period of time. And so we piecemeal, we've done some of it, but I couldn't hold the lightsaber properly. So just doing that gave them problems. And I'll tell you something, we had proceeded, or you know, the production that preceded us to Elstree, the studios, was The Shining. So, you know, we saw Shelley Duvall and the actors from that film, and they'd gone way over. If you look at the movie, you can actually see the kid grow, you know. No, I'm not kidding. And poor Shelley, I mean, she had to be hysterical for, you know, months on end. I bumped into Scatman Crothers, and of course I'm a huge Kubrick fan. I said, Scatman, because I had met him before in Hollywood on something or other. And I said, oh, Scatman, how's it going? What's it like working with Kubrick? He goes, 87 takes. I said, what? I get out of the car, across the street to the phone booth. 80s. And he told me however old he was. He says, I'm 73. I can't do 87 days. And I thought, well, we move faster. But the reason I bring up The Shining was there was a rumor, and again, this is off the record. I don't know if it's true. A lot of people say, oh yeah, it's a technical event. Because there was a fire that damaged one of the hotel sets. And a lot of people thought that possibly Mr. Kubrick had bribed someone to set a fire to it because he loved doing insurance claims where you could shut down and not be penalized so he could rethink and, you know. He loved, one time I know David Tomlinson, who was the assistant director on Empire, said to me, he says, the reason I kind of believe that's true, he says, when we were doing Barry Lyndon, he was supposed to just hop off this little bridge into a stream. And he had him do it an extraordinary number of times. He goes, Stanley, I think he got it now. And he was saying, well, hopefully Ryan will land on his foot wrong just once. So he was actually hoping that Ryan would sprain his ankle so he could claim the insurance and shut down and, spend more time. In fact, the reason that it occurs to me, the reason that is connected is that the doctor who examined my thumb. You know, he says, can you do this, can you do this? Ah, no, I can't do that, okay. He was the doctor to do the insurance claims for the Kubrick fire. And he did the examination and everything was fine. And at the last minute before he left, he picked up a throw pillow and, in a think fast kind of thing, threw the pillow right at me. And instead of catching it and giving myself away, I wasn't faking, I just blocked it. But he said, I'm just testing you. He said, I've just been working on the Kubrick fund, so
You talk about Kubrick. What was it like working with Kirshner?
Well, you know, people said, you know, what's your favorite of the three? And, you know, I sort of have horse blinders on. I wanted to be fair. I thought, even then, I mean, George told me we're out in the desert in the first week of shooting, and I said, there's 4. He told me, he said, well, I decided to start with the middle 3 because they're the most commercial. Okay. And he said, and actually, it was 4 trilogies, 12 movies, but I've cobbled it down to 9. And we talked about Howard the Duck and, you know, similar things, you know, that we liked, comic books and cars. I loved American Graffiti, it's just one of my favorite movies. But for me, and so when people ask that question, I say, well, it's like trying to pick your favorite child, or you know, you love them all for different reasons, you know. But to me, Empire was always the most surprising, the most challenging, the most thought-provoking, and who would imagine that the good guys would be so different? That's what I thought was so wonderful about it, was the incredible surprise, and the character of Yoda was just a revelation to me. I just thought, this is such genius he's really like Alec Guinness as a toad. You know, I mean, he has all the depth and the nuance and the complexity of a character, and Luke, like the audience, dismisses him because of the way he looks. Or maybe you, so right, hey, get out of here, you know, just, you know, don't eat my space sticks or whatever. And of course, you know, I mean, I was a lifelong Muppets fan. I grew up watching Muppets.
Because you are a lifelong fan of the Muppets, and we wanted to just screen a little bit of this.
Yeah.
He's my cousin. My cousin who's right outside.
Oh, go get him! Hurry! Hurry! I want to see him! Oh, boy. I'm a big fan of his. Oh, wow! Hey, you know what? You get to be a guest on this very show, right, Kermit?
Oh, well, maybe. What do you do, Mark?
Oh, well, you know, I did those impressions.
Who do you do?
I just love impressions. I just love doing them. What do you do?
Maybe I just better sing.
Oh, boy,
Singers on the show.
yeah. I know.
How about a dancing comedian?
Hit it, Bobby. Yes, sir.
Off the toe with a saxophone? You got a frog horn!
Stop.
He looks sort of green.
Well, I don't know exactly how to put this, Mark, but what else do you do?
I gargle Gershwin.
Mark, I know exactly how to put this. Get